A Dunedin playwright is going back in time and delving into the world of youth culture 50s style. To help her in that work, Sarah McDougall is looking for people who were part of the early rock and roll scene in New Zealand. She joins us to explain why. Good evening.
Hi.
And tell us a little bit about the play.
Well, the play's called Moon at the Bottom of the Garden, which is where there is wee love scene. And it's about a widgie who was involved in a murder. So it's a fact, so it's written fiction with the fact. So I've taken the woman who was involved in the murder as a girl, as a 16-year-old, so it's her life. It's sort of bounced from that murder, which was a fact.
And that murder happened in Auckland and resulted in a young man being hanged?
Yeah, well, I thought, when I read about it, imagine being a 16-year-old widgie, which is like a sort of rough, poor, groovy clothes, first rock and roll, having a boyfriend, having two boyfriends, because she's a bit, a bit rough, kind of into parties, and one gets knifed and then the other one's hung for it. Now, how would you feel as a 16-year-old with that on your conscience? So it's her life it's about, really.
Now, many people now would be a bit unaware of the milk bar rock and roll scene. What do you know about it already?
Well, I did quite a bit of research for because I did the play as like, part 70% towards my masters. It's the first masters they did at University in Theatre Studies, MFA. So I did tons of research, reading about bodges and widgies, and basically they're just young people with that kind of clothes. Same as today, we get the youth in hoodies with the sort of trousers down their crack, sort of, it's like they differentiate themselves with the music and the clothes. Same as nanas that were widgies, or rough as our youngies now. So that's what I wanted to do, to see the young person inside the old person and how the effect of that murder has sort of bounced down the generations for her. So I'm really interested in the experience of like bodgies and widgies, because there was a beau monde milk bar down George Street and it was like rock and rollers. I've had quite a few people contact me because I'd like, every time the play's on, I'd like a big placard of like all people's memorabilia and photos, because there'd be 70-olds now, but there was like quite wayward, wild rock rollers.
Now, you put the play together, as you said, as part of your University of Otago studies. What did that involve?
Well, it was a mission, actually, because I had to keep looking at my play and then writing about why I was doing it. So the way I wanted to do it was like my whakapapa, who I am, where I'm from, and why I write the way I write, and who the sort of people I'm interested in and I want to write about. So I had to sort of keep looking at me, and then I had to do it in academic ease and write it, It's quite a palaver. But I did manage it in the end. But then, and then I had to write all the different stages as I was writing the play, and then each different change of draft, and to evolve how it's in. Anyway, it's up on the website, it's an open access, so people can have a look at how I wrote it if they want to, which I thought might be a bit interesting too, because people could see this draft of the play, which is going to get workshopped, ready for rehearsal for the Arts Festival Dunedin in October. That's when it's going to go on. So anyway, I'm going on about it. But the fact is, it's just really, I just think it's like, even if you're oldie, you've still got that teenager inside you. And I just want people to see that, like, young and old, we're all human and we're all had a wild, nutty time. And the bodges and widgies is a sort of culture that I want to get down and have people be aware of before they all cark it.
Now, if some of our viewers had some memories to share with you, how would they get in touch with you?
Well, they could email me, sarahmcd@extra.co.nz. Or if you've got my address, they can write to me.
Excellent. Sarah McDougall, playwright, thank you very much for your time.
Cool.